Here you go. Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to one of the most exciting episodes of QuickBooks Labs we've ever had. This is a very impromptu, very purpose for this time, this date, and everything else, because today's launch day. Yeah. It's finally here. My little things of NDA book, finally.
Throw it.
Gone. That's it. Don't have to talk about anything in that NDA book ever again, right? Well, that's not true, but you get what I mean. So we're here for Intuit HQ itself. We are here for the Accounting Council. It may look like there's no one here, but that's because they haven't opened the doors yet. You'll see behind us people starting to come in very, very soon. But let's go back a step. Let's talk about what we're doing here. I'm going to go to you first, Charlie, because, in fact, let's introduce yourself. Who are you, Charlie?
Hello, I am Charlie Conn. I'm an accountant based in West London and a QuickBooks fan.
You are, and that's going to be very important for this one.
It's a great day. Looking forward to
today.
Today.
And I want to start this conversation by thinking, and I want to put this in the most tactful way as possible. Out of all of us here, you're the one who's probably seen the most launches, the most updates, the most wow factors.
Are you saying I'm old?
I'm not. No,
you are.
For a 28-year-old.
Yeah, I'm an old 28.
You've done well.
I have done a lot. Yeah.
So what I want to ask you is, based on your experience, how does this launch compare? Talk me through it.
Well, this has got to be one of the biggest. Well, no, the biggest in my time would be the launch of QBO back in whenever that was. Going to the cloud from the desktop was massive. But since then, this is the biggest launch. This is it is completely kind of. I don't like to overuse the word game changing, but
I think we're allowed to at this one.
Are we allowed to? Maybe we are allowed to at this one. This is pretty big, so it's very exciting. There was a lot, they had the US had their big event. When was it? 2 weeks ago? You were over there.
Yeah.
We have our launch today in the UK. So it is a very big day. Yeah.
It is huge, isn't it? It's huge. I'd never started at the start. My name is Aaron Patrick. Good, nice to meet you. Hello. And we are QuickBooks Labs as part of the Ask the Accountant network. And they're testing at this point in time. So we are here to give you the opportunity to see what this launch is all about. Because I promise you, QuickBooks is going to change forever, and in my opinion, for the good. Amy, tell the audience our little secret. What happened this time? Was it this time last week, or was it around about this time last week?
It was around about this time last week. Yeah. We were invited to an exclusive event at the Tate Modern by Intuit, and we were very much under NDA. I should have had the NDA book, as they release something today, which we're going to talk about. It was a very good event. Very big people in the room, journalists, press, obviously us little accountants. Sorry, Charlie. I
wasn't there.
We represented Charlie.
They told me they couldn't afford you. I don't know what, we were going for free.
Yeah. It's the influencer in you. Yeah. They knew we would come. But it's very exciting. And at 8:30 this morning.
Oh, what? As in already been gone?
Already just passed, hence why we're here. It was announced. So go on, Aaron. What was announced?
Well, do you want to talk about the growth report?
Gap.
Yeah, talk about that first. Because I'll be completely honest, for that event, and for you, Charlie, right, just to give you some context, we're invited to this event and they were like, we're going to be talking about the agent. And obviously, I'm a geek, right? So the idea of it, even though I may have already known everything that was there, but it's fine. I just wanted to be involved and see what everyone's reaction, all that sort of stuff. But the opportunity to kind of see the buzz and see that's what I thought I'll be there for. And then they released this whole report, right? And I'll be honest, I sat there going, I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah, they released the growth gap report, and actually you did feature in it. So I'm surprised you didn't know much about it.
No, I did, but I didn't know it would be that impactful.
Oh, yeah. It was talking about missed business opportunities and they interviewed in Australia, UK, and Canada, and released this report. And basically, it was about what is holding the business owners back. And it was quite fascinating. I think they said 58% of business owners were missing opportunities for various different reasons. And it was insightful to hear. And you think, and as a business owner as well as an accountant, I really related to a lot of what came out in that report. It made me think about my own business as well as my clients' businesses, and going, right, what is holding me back? What do I need to help me, to release me, to be able to grow the business?
Yeah.
And this is where Intuit can come in.
Yeah. The phrase that kept coming up was that whole idea that, you know, they're being held back by technology, right? Like, and there's clients that you can help and just read the report, really insightful.
Yeah.
We've both done posts and stuff about it, and they should be live now.
On LinkedIn now.
Go and have a look at that then. Right. Let's talk about though the exciting thing, the bit that we've been dying to talk about and can't. So we've had a UI change that's been seen. And Charlie, have you played with the UI change yet?
I have played a bit with the UI change. No, I don't think I've seen the entirety of it yet.
No,
I think
but
that's been
the
available to me.
open beta.
But yes, I've seen.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
absolutely.
opt-in
Yeah,
type,
and I think I talked about it briefly on the last one of these pods. So it kind of, it's different. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to, but I can see that it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, other than it's built on a new platform, so therefore it's more stable, it's more future-proof. It's going to be faster. So for all of that, it's better. And, you know, my advice, I'll repeat that little bit of advice I gave to people last week, is because when you first look at it, particularly as an accountant using it a lot, you're going to go, oh no, I don't quite get it. It's frustrating. But that's the case with everything. Everything new is frustrating when you start to use it.
Exactly.
And once you've got used to it, you go, oh wow, I love this. So there's an overlap for some months, the old and the new one. You can flip back and forth. My advice is, when you're not rushed, switch on the new one.
Yeah.
Play with it. Get used to it. When you're not up against deadlines. When you're up against a deadline and you look at a report, and go, oh, hang on, but then flip it back. You can go back and forth.
Yeah.
It's easy to go back and forth. But get used to the new one. It is better, and it will be very much better. Yeah. But it's different, so it will take time to get used to. But that's always the way.
Love that. So for me, the whole point of this new platform, I keep telling everyone, right? My analogy of it all is Jenga. We're at the end game of Jenga in the old one, and it was about to fall over. We took one more thing out, and it was all over. And now we're at the point where we're at that brand new start of Jenga, right? Yeah. And the reason they've done that is for what's released today. What the stuff is today. Today is the big one. Today is the release of agents. So when you go into that new area now, and do have a look at this, on the left-hand side, you can have business feed. That business feed opens up the opportunity to see the agents. What have you played around, Amy, with the agents yet? Have you had chance? Have you not? Or are you going in blind and you're royally excited?
So I think I mentioned before on the previous pod that I have been a little bit busy in my audit world. And so I haven't released it as such to my client as yet. I have played around with it myself. Actually, on the old platform, the business feed came up at the top yesterday.
Yes.
I did click on it. There was nothing there. But obviously, when I switch to the new AI, it will be there. This month, I have the time. I'm going to explore it. I need to be ready for clients because, like Charlie said, they're going to have that fear. There's that change. It's less green, and people feel safe with green, like a traffic light.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what my analogy said. Switching it to white, it's fine, and they're going to love it. And they've already been little nuggets that have been coming in. So, yeah, I'm excited to see it. I've got the time to go through it with clients now. Yeah, bring it on.
And I must admit, the business feed for me was one I was a bit confused about why it was there. When I first saw it, it was one of those like, what do we need? You said there, clients.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from an accountant's point of view.
Yeah.
I don't really see the point in it. When I've shown it to clients, they've gone, wait a minute. So that's where it's going to tell me that I've got these transactions to deal with. It's supposed to basically preempt the clients what they need to do. So there's a lot of potential there. And the most important thing about that for us is it will tell us in that business feed which accounting agents we have access to.
Yeah.
So it's going to based on which version of QuickBooks you're on and everything else. So if you ever need to know, well, do I have access to that agent or not? Is that going to be available to me? Go to the business feed, look on the right-hand side, and you're going to know there. So the ones that are announced today that's going to be released, we've got an accounting agent, customer agent, a finance agent, a projects agent, and then I don't know what they're quite going to call the final one. I'm going to call it a VAT agent, but they're calling it like sales tax agent or something along those lines. But for us internally, and let's call it VAT agent, right? Let's start with the big one, in my opinion, the accounting agent. Now, my favorite part about this, and the bit I want to know if you've had a chance to have a look at, is that opportunity to help clients get the data in right first time. I keep telling everyone, when cloud accounting came, we all loved real-time information, right? That was a game changer for us accountants, right? For me, with the advent of agents, this is real-time accurate information. RTAI, I'm going to call it, right? It may not catch on, but that's what I'm going for, right? If we will it into existence, RTAI is where we're at. And that's because of the agents. Have you had a chance to see anything in action, play with it? What have you seen of it so far, Charlie?
All I've seen is demos of it, so I haven't had the chance to play with it myself, but I have obviously heard about bits about what it can do, and I'm waiting to hear more about that today. But I mean, this is definitely a massive change. I mean, AI is coming in all sorts of different software in all sorts of different ways, but one of the great things about Intuit is they've got, there's a huge multi-billion-dollar company. I don't know how many people they've got in Mountain View working on AI, but it must be a lot. They've invested a huge amount of money and a huge amount of resource into AI. And from what I've seen of it, this is using AI for what it should be used for. It's not a kind of chat GPT shoehorned into an accounting product, which has some value, but this is properly going to understand, because it's built within QuickBooks, it's built understanding what a QuickBooks user wants. So it will understand what you need when you need it and give you the prompts and give you the right information at the right time and help business owners run their business, preempt problems, and just enable them to run their business more efficiently and be aware of issues before they arise.
Yeah, I love that. And I think one thing I've seen about the accounting agent above all is that it's not just about the client, it's about the accountant, but also collaboration between the two. We've never really had these sort of tools before, but now we've got tools to go in and if there's a problem on your bank, you can ask the client. That client doesn't just get can you tell me what XYZ is? The agent will then jump in and go, no, the client, the accountant was asking for this particular transaction. You've given me this transaction. Give that instant feedback and all that sort of stuff. I've seen other examples where if it needs to, it will tell the client to go talk to the accountant about it if it's connected. Like it's about this collaboration and everything else. And I feel like that's important because a lot of people see AI as a worry, as a problem, as everything else. But there was a big thing, wasn't there? HI plus AI, like human intelligence plus artificial intelligence, right? And we need that collaboration for that to work, right? That's the only way that's going to ever get.
I mean, I see that. I mean, in the areas that you just described, I see it being your financial PA. When I say your, I don't mean us as accountants,
but the
clients. It's the client's financial PA. So, as you say, they've asked a question or they've been asked a question, and I mean, if they want to ask a question to the accountant, the AI can come in, the agents can come in and answer the bits that they can answer, and then say, well, actually, you can ask your accountant this, but actually, this is the way you want to phrase the question to ask the accountant. It's not quite what you said. This is the bit that the accountant will be able to help you understand it. And when the accountant comes back to the client, again, they can help interpret the accountant's answer. And as you just said, help the client provide the right information to the accountant. So we're not going back and going, no, that's not quite what I asked for.
Yeah. Amy, #audit Amy. The other one is finance agent I'm getting excited about. So think of a world where, clients are going to have errors, problems, issues spotted for them. Like, how does that make you? Are you worried about the future if there's no more #audit Amy? Or do you think actually you could really use with that help?
You will not make auditors redundant. We are here to stay. I mean, I look at it from a client perspective. As we get into the bigger companies, they have their own bookkeepers, they have their own accountants within there. This is, you said about human intelligence. That was a massive focus last week in the sense of, AI is here. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. But you still need that human to be empathetic, to interpret the information. AI can help, but it still needs to be trained to do that. So I have no fear. I'm quite excited for it. I mean, and I still have those smaller clients that want to do their own bookkeeping, that want to get involved more. And this is going to give them the power, the tools to be able,
them, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think in this particular climate as well, this has come at the perfect time because I don't know about you guys, I've had clients going, fees, money, costs, everything.
Yeah.
And the first thing they go to is, I want to take my bookkeeping back. I'm told online that I'm able to do it myself and whatnot, but they're not going to be as trained as us.
No,
Let's hope.
no,
They're
no.
not. We did all those years for a reason. So actually having the agent, the finance agent coming in and going, have a look at this. This might look a little bit odd. It's easing the burden on us so we can help other people. We're moving into a more advisory role, a more real-time role.
Exactly.
So this is taking away the kind of, you've categorized that wrong, or are you sure that's right on that one? Or, have you duplicated this? Which at the moment is us going at the end of the year or quarterly, however often we have the touch points with the clients. We're the ones doing that. So the agent's going to help us, but also help the clients to do things themselves.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And I'll take the customer one because I feel like I didn't give the customer one the right rep.
Okay.
So when I first saw the customer one, I was like, is a customer agent? Oh, whatever. And then I saw a light bulb moment when I was doing a piece of work for Intuit with Annette. And I was going through the agents with her and I said, yeah, here's the customer one. And it was that light bulb moment. Wait, this isn't about us. This is about the client. Yeah. And the whole idea of the customer one, and we even use it internally in one of our companies now. So Elevate Media, we've gone all in on the new Intuit platform. We got early access, thank you very much. But we went all in on it and we put it through from there. And it's reading our emails for us and finding us leads for us. It's helping us get to that next step. Like if your client can get one lead and one successful new client out there, how much more sticky does it make with that ecosystem for you? How much easier is it then for you to work with that client, that piece of software? This, I just like, oh, whatever. But actually this, from a client's point of view, it could be one of the most important agents, right?
Yeah, it's massive. I mean, I think to my client base and the customer side of things, the sales invoice is always up to them, and they're the ones coming back to me. I do see some of their inboxes as well, and thousands of emails. They don't have time to unsubscribe. I'm going through that exercise at the moment, but getting the clients, making sure that they are responding in a timely manner when they're on the job as well. And I know this counts for us, but we're on our computers all the time. Clients that are on the go, if they have the agent that can go in and go, highlight ping, this one looks like a promising one. Yeah. Follow up on this estimate, follow up on, what their requirements. So actually having, it's their PA for their business, this agent. Definitely. So yeah, I think you're right. It's more for the clients looking at QuickBooks themselves than it is for us.
Yeah. And then the projects one is really the one that makes Advanced shine. So for anyone who doesn't know what projects are going to do, you whack in a project contract into the project one and it will set that project up for you. So projects in QuickBooks is so underutilized in the client space because there's so much investment to get it to work, get it up and running and everything else. If they get this right, and from my early testings they have, like you're going to get clients to buy into projects way sooner than ever before and automate that whole process for them. And they'll get that rich amount of information without having to do as much manual work as they have to now to get there. That's a good thing, right?
Oh, that's definitely a good thing. I've had to say I've not seen that yet. No. You have got an advantage of me on that one. But that is again
as a concept.
As a concept, that's brilliant. Because as you say, projects are not well utilized. It's an area that's going to be hugely advantageous to clients. So that's great that they're bringing that in. One thing I was just going to add in just to your previous comment is one of the things, of course, to remember is it's not just QuickBooks any longer. This is Intuit. So they've got MailChimp as well. Yeah. So when you were talking earlier about going into your emails and looking out for leads and stuff, that's leveraging MailChimp.
Yeah.
So for a long time, I thought, okay, they bought MailChimp. I don't quite see the overlap. Now I see the overlap. I absolutely see the 100%. Overlap. So it's going to be both clients and for us as accountants, the ability to communicate using the MailChimp and whether it's pulling in leads or just have ongoing marketing communications with your clients or clients with their customers. That's where that comes in. And it's all part of the same platform.
100%. And they got the finance one to kind of read the analytics of it and everything. Like they're calling this, or I don't know if it's an internal term or what, business operating system. You can see that coming to life now, can't you?
Yeah. Very much so. Yeah. No, it is a business operating system. Yeah. It's not just your accounts bookkeeping solution.
Yeah. I love it. And then the final one is one I've not played with. So you guys play with? Because
probably not.
No.
But a VAT or a sales tax, whatever we're going to call it, agent, right? Cool concept here. I mean, we've got the VAT error checker. I love my VAT error checker, and I will never ever say bad things. But can this make that error check redundant? Is that what it's trying to do? What could be done here? Like,
I certainly hope it can.
Really?
Well,
get out.
Yeah. Well, no, but if the AI can do it even better. So, I mean, I've said before, one of the things, the problem with the VAT error checker, because it's not AI, it's a very good tool, but it's basic. So, for example, I don't need to be told that a transfer from the deposit account to the current account hasn't got a VAT code.
Yes.
Should it have a VAT code?
Yes.
Obviously not. It's a cash transfer.
Yeah.
It's not a transaction. So things like that you get rid of. And so having an AI that looks at it properly and that presumably it will also then start to look at the underlying transaction rather than just the data you put into QuickBooks. It's going to look at the underlying. Say, okay, this is similar to the previous one, but I can see the text is different, which is, maybe that's why the VAT's different, or an element of it is come from, it's an Amazon invoice and this one's come from, a supplier from overseas. There's no VAT on it.
Yeah.
And so it intelligently will understand it, will intelligently just highlight those items where there is something that we need to look at or the client needs to look at, rather than just a blanket, well, your last 10 invoices from this supplier had VAT, this one doesn't, or vice versa.
Yeah. And I think that's what we've got to do as a collective, right? The whole industry. We've got to stop holding on to the things that made sense before HI and AI was involved. Yeah. And now we've got to go, right, we're the HI, here's the AI, this is a whole new way. And that error check is exactly the thing, isn't it? Like, you're right. Why are we wasting our time going through bits that are irrelevant? Why don't we use the AI to tell us the important stuff? Yeah.
Like, yes,
You've come around to my way of thinking. There we go.
What error checker? Error what?
Out the window. There is someone in the room, Kirsty. She actually sent me a picture the other day and it had come up on her QuickBooks, VAT agent beta.
Oh, so that must be it then.
So, yeah. So what are you saying about it being called VAT? We need Kirsty.
Kirsty, we've got an exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive.
Everyone, this is Kirsty. Say hello to Kirsty. Kirsty. Now, Kirsty, I need to ask you a question. You're the first person in the UK to see this. VAT agent? Talk to me. What did it look like? Talk me.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
So it was saying, so instead of the screen, it kind of took you to, I'll compare this to your profit and loss, and it came up with these are potential errors.
Yeah.
And ignore or deal with sort of thing, view, whatever. And then I sort of went and fixed them, or it's like, no, I'm all right with that. I knew better, sort of thing. But thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
and then after that, it's like got a nice little kind of I'm happy sort of screen. I was so happy.
Exclusive.
And I screen printed it just. So, and then I didn't dare say anything because I didn't know if I was allowed to. So
were you supposed to have the screen? But I love that, and you've got an exclusive on that one. No, but I want to ask you the big $1 million question: that error checker or that agent? Which one are you going for? You're allowed to take one with you to the desert island. Go.
Error checker.
Error checker. Oh.
I haven't played with the other one too much yet.
I know.
But what I still wish you could get is, when you've done the VAT, you then can't print it to Excel, which is so frustrating. You've got one chance at getting that, and that needs to be stressed a bit more.
We'll mention that today.
I also talked about that with someone yesterday as well. So it's hot on the agenda at the moment.
I want to have a chat with people about pro-tax. So
that
doesn't do tax. So,
I'll
be bringing that up.
Don't worry. That's why we're at the
Accounting
Accounting Council, everyone. We're fighting your corners. Don't you worry about it.
Oh, and the other thing is that people, MTD agents,
that
can't do it for their own practice.
Yeah,
that's just ridiculous.
I get it.
Insert swear word.
I get it.
She's come in with a list. Be prepared.
We thought today was a celebration.
That one's for you, Nadine.
We are celebrating though.
I can't wait to see it all, and be allowed to talk about it.
Yeah,
exactly.
100%. Yeah. Thank you, Kirsty. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go and enjoy your breakfast. All right, everyone. We best wrap it up. But we're just going to say hi to everyone in the chat. So just to say that we were here. Kirsty, as she just said, was in reception and she's just been on the stream. Paul says, good morning to you, Paul. Ashley says, good luck. Thank you, Ashley. Hope you are doing well. His Cool Friends episode goes live 2 weeks' time, I think it is. So definitely watch that one. One of our absolute very best. Marcus B says, good morning, folks. Hopefully you recovered from yesterday's grilling on the ACSP Watch episode. If you haven't watched that, go watch yesterday's episode. Mahul's here as well. Good morning, Mahul. Hope you're doing well. Siad's there. Good morning to you. And Paul White says, can't wait to see your QuickBooks AI agent video guide, Darren. Great point there. They're on the way. Because of NDAs and everything else, I haven't been able to press thing on them, but they're already there. We're going to get them into place. We're going to get in your faces, and we can't wait. So, final bit then. What are you most excited about from launch day? Who wants to go first?
I think the finance agent, for me, getting that out to our clients so that to empower them to do more. And also it's going to help my bookkeepers that work for me, help them learn what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
so
definitely
excited for that.
I'm going to be sort of more general. I think just the whole concept of the agents.
I forgot to go live on Instagram. Carry on.
Oh,
hi Instagram.
We're now live on Instagram. There we go. Hello, Instagram.
Amy's chin.
Hi, Instagram. Sorry, we're on LinkedIn. Hi, I'll step back a little bit.
All you influencers.
Yeah.
I'm not an influencer. I couldn't influence anybody.
I need to do this now because otherwise it just looks at the most awkward position on
it's
me.
the Amy show on Instagram. There we are.
No, it's just
There we are. That'll have to do. Right, come on. We're wrapping up anyway. Go on. What was your highlight?
Well, so all I was going to say was I think the whole concept of agents generally.
Yes.
So not any particular one. I think the whole move to a properly designed AI future for QuickBooks, for Intuit. I think that's, for me, is what's exciting. It's what's going to change it. Each of them will have their advantages. Some will be less valuable. Some will be more valuable, depending on who you are and how you work and whether you're the client or the accountant. But the whole future with the agents, I think, is going to make it all a different world moving forward.
I love that. And I think similar to my highlight of the show, or highlight of this, is going to be every time I've watched like a road show of some of the competitors or something else, we've seen big like names in that industry come away and go, they spoke about this AI concept. It's fine. The proof is in the pudding. And they're all like really tepid over it. I can't explain. This is Christmas Day times 1,000 for me today, right? The fact this is finally getting to go out there. We can finally play, finally test it. And we're in a room where we can feed that back to people, right? And we know that feedback's going to be listened to. Like, this is the most exciting part of the QuickBooks journey, but also from an accounting point of view with AI. Like, this is our moment, I think, as accountants and bookkeepers to go, this is why AI is going to be important to us. This is that shining star. And the one thing I want out of this more than anything else is Intuit brings this to the table. Everyone else goes, right, okay, we've got to take this seriously. They bring something else to the table. And then Intuit has to come back with something else. Because guess who wins out of all that?
All of us.
Exactly, right?
All of us.
Everyone. So I hope this is an arms race. I want to get the battlefields out there, right? And I want us to be at that, forefront of that battle. And I want us to be excited about it. And I think this launch to me is the start of that excitement.
It's the detail. And I just love that they're still focusing on that human element, that to mitigate the fear of everyone. And it's in the detail, like you said with competitors, they come up with one blanket. Intuit have gone right into the detail of these are the agents that we're doing, these are what they can do for you, and this is how they can help you. So it's up there, and the other competitors should be scared.
Definitely. There's fighting talk from #Audit Amy. Right. Well, thank you very much. Do you guys want to plug anything while you're online, or we're just going to go and actually enjoy the day, right?
I think we should enjoy the day.
Yeah, enjoy the day and go and have a look. Now, get on the Intuit website. Go and have a look at the growth gap report. It's really interesting for you and your clients. So have a look on our socials. We've put the links on there. And we'll come back with announcements from the day another day.
Yeah. Look, if you're watching this, I think you already know what we do when we do and everything else. So I'm not going to go through the normal spiel. I'm just saying thank you very much for watching. Keep an eye out for more content. We've got more still to come. And just, like Amy says, go play with it, go enjoy it. Launch day's here, and we're really excited for it. Charlie, one last word from you.
I think I've said all I need to say, haven't I? I think, I look forward to telling you all about what's happening today, what will happen today. And looking forward to today.
Couldn't say it better myself. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.